Hey guys, welcome back to Whipnik Institute of Art and Design. This is gonna be a full-length tutorial, and I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible, not exceed 15 minutes. I'll try. But yeah, today I'm gonna look into how do you animate a lip sync properly. Okay, a lot of my students and some of my followers, they've asked me to slow down on the process and explain exactly how lip sync is done. So let's get into this. So I have a rig here, a pretty simple rig. I have before we do lip sync, we always want to check what we have with the controls. It's a pretty nice control here for the jaw. This is for the lip corners. This is very nice. This is for the nostrils, which we are not going into for today. Okay, so the audio that I have here is a few frames. Let's see what the audio is.
Hello, hello.
Okay, it's a pretty simple hello. So when you put the audio in Maya, what you have here is every syllable, every word, every letter is broken down by Maya in this wave format. What we want to do is get the main syllables and input those into the mouth of the character so it feels like the character saying the word. Okay, so it might sound confusing, I know. Let's get into how do you get this done in Maya. Alright, how do you get a lip sync done in Maya? So what I'm going to do for now is get a new camera. Okay, a new camera, and I'm just going to take my main controls that I'm going to focus on, which are this head controls. I'm going to isolate them. Once they're isolated, I'm going to take the main controls that I'm going to work on, which are these, except that, and also this. Okay, I'm going to deselect these, and I think we are good to go. I'm going to take my mesh and select a little bit more of the mesh and isolate this. Alright, so now we have all that we need to animate a simple hello on the lips. Alright, so let's key that here. Let's key frame 60. That's our starting and ending point. Okay, let's go back to our logged camera on perspective and let's start. So when I'm playing this,
Hello.
so it's a very flirty type of hello. So the first pose that I want to do is very subtle. It's a subtle smile with one on top here. Let's get I forgot one more control, so I'm going to select everything. I'm going to go back to my perspective, look at the controls that I've missed. Doesn't seem like it. I'm just going to go back. Sorry, I'm just looking for the control that moves the whole jaw, the whole lip area together, which I could not find. Oh, there you go. Okay, so key it, and I'm gonna put this a little bit on top here, not much. Take that and just a little bit onto the side. Okay, so it's a very subtle smile. You can see it's coming in very subtly. There's some asymmetry going on, so it seems very nice. And then we can go into the first hello part. So if I scroll here, so the first sound that I hear is eh, eh. So what I'm gonna do is on 41, I'll take everything again, key it first, okay, and then let's pose an eh sound, which comes in like that, right? A little bit open mouth, and this, and she's particularly happy about her saying hello, so let's just make her happy. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go into my teeth controls, pose my teeth so it's pretty much following the upper lip over there, and take this, put it up, yeah, there you go, and select everything and just check it one more time, yeah, so we can see our jaw is opening and closing on frame first on the frame, the first pose the jaw is closing, the second pose jaw is opening, and then what we want to do is go scroll through and find the next main pose for our mouth, right? So what we want to do is here, this and now what we want to do is let's play it, let's see what comes next.
Hello, hello, hello.
So
hello.
what I hear right now is the A over here and the L, the L sound over here, and O sound over here, which is pretty long. So what I want to do is come into here and find the L sound that comes in. So this is where the L sound is the maximum, is at the maximum point, the L sound. So what we want to do is take this and do the L sound, which is jaw opening, and our lips coming in, right? What I want to do is reset these so they're not asymmetric, make them down, hello, yeah, I want to make it a little bit more cartoony, so there you go. Same with this, a bit more inside. Yeah, I think that is good. Now notice I'm not touching any of these controls yet. I do not want to touch those because it's much easier to finish your animation in the first pass with all of these main controls on the side rather than all of these small controls that are on the face. If you're touching these on the first pass, then you'll confuse yourself, which is not a good sign for an animator. So let's just focus on these parts. So okay, now I don't have a control for a tongue, so I have to go inside for the tongue. But do remember, if you do not have a control for that, you can use the controls inside. Alright, so let's take that tongue, let's go back and put this tongue up. Right, yeah, there you go, one more, and it's going to go up, there you go. Select all of this, key it, now what I'm noticing right now, the EH should be a little bit more open here. Yeah, that looks so much better. And the L sound needs to be a little more inside, jaw closing a bit. Yeah, this is much better. Put this up. A little bit of more up. There you go. So now we have hell. Now the O sound will open the jaw back up. The O sound, what we want to do for the O sound, select everything, reset everything. Alright, and now what we can do, select everything here, and now just open our jaw back up. We can see the lower roll here. We just want to give it a little bit, the upper roll a little bit. There you go. Sticky lips, let's not do that for now. Let's go in and give this, yep, a little bit close. This is a bit too much. Let's just lower it down. And the zips don't seem to work, so let's just forget about those. Yeah, we do not want to do that. Okay, and now again, we should not forget about this. We'll come back to that. Okay, let's see. And now we can see there's an issue with these, so we want to bring those down a little bit more. Yep, there you go. Let's select those. And then over here, what we want to do is key this again and get a very small O that comes out. I'm going to copy these frames over here, 48 to 55 first. Select everything, key it again, and go up. Give it a very small O. Very small O. Yep, take this and put a 0, very small O. Okay, and then select our tongue controls. The L is okay. Over here I want these to be exactly 0. Let's go do that. 0. Key. Okay. Yep, there you go. Now what we want to do is control our main muzzle control. This is called the muzzle control because it's it controls everything on the mouth. That's why it's a muzzle control. So here the S sound can be a little bit more straighter, can be a little bit more down, because the whole jaw is coming down. To give it a bit more of a squash and stretch feel, we can put it a bit more down. And the L sound, we can give it a little bit of opposite orientation here on the rotation. Let's push it there a bit. Yep, there you go. Seems pretty nice. Low. And the O sound, it can go with the L sound. Again, the O sound, it's coming down. The lips are coming down. Let's put these down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, can do that a little bit, just a little bit, not much. And what I want to do here is on the, and here I want this to come out a little bit, just a little bit. And the A sound, it goes in a little bit. Yep, and at the end it can go back in a little bit. Okay, so what I essentially did here is I gave this a little bit of a blocking.
Hello. Hello.
So if I play this, we can feel that she is trying to say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, but everything is a little bit messed up. What I'm gonna do is polish this a little bit from this. This is my graph filter, which I was working from on the side. I'm gonna polish this, and you can see what happens when I'm polishing on here. Now the thing is, all I've worked with is this and this, right? These four controls. So it's much easier for me to polish rather than just going into every single control and figuring out what to do. Alright, so now here it's coming down. Okay, I can give this a little bit of more an overshoot. Yeah, and this can come in a little bit more. Yeah, this can come with another overshoot that because the jaw is pretty stiff here. Yeah, there you go. This can come in here. There you go.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Okay, our jaw is pretty for the y-axis is pretty nice. Everything is working. Yep, there you go. Now what we want to do is fix this. Okay, first let's fix our upper and lower rolls. Here our lower and upper rolls are going to go in a bit. Okay, here are normal. Yeah, and they can just go back to normal on their own. They don't need a lot of love here, so I'm just gonna
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
So that is done. Let's go to our x-axis on our lips. So this is what it looks like. Right, I want to make this a little bit better, so let's focus on the x-axis first. The y-axis will come in naturally. They just need a little bit of tweaking. If I come in here, this flat line, this needs a little bit of tweaking. So the main problem right now is the x-axis, right? So let's focus on that. Let's take this. Our lips are going on in the corners. I want them to lead the hello part. So now they're coming in, but our jaw is opening. That's pretty nice. Here I want my lips to go in a little bit more. And here I just want them to go back to their normal position. Yeah. And here what I want to do is give them. Yep, okay, it's pretty good.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Pretty nice.
Hello.
Let's focus on our translate Y now. So what I'm looking here is for the arcs on the side of the corners here. Here the arcs are not working pretty well. What I want to do is take these and work them into my desired arcs. Okay, let's take that. Okay.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Much better.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Okay, now final thing that I want to tweak. Again, this is a very fast tutorial. Everything, there's a lot of mistakes that I can see, but it's all about polishing to your satisfaction. Again, yeah, keep polishing, keep working, and you'll get to where you want. This is just a tutorial that I want to do, show you guys what how to do lip sync. All right. So here, what I want to do is take this. Okay. Here, let's polish this a little bit. Let's okay. Sorry you can't see anything on here, but I'm just tweaking my curves a little bit, taking away some keys, adding some keys. Okay. Or you can see on the timeline what's happening. Everything is being a little bit messed up. Like the keys are shifting here and there. So that's what I'm doing in the graph editor here. You can see the keys are all shifted.
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay. And here, let's give this a little bit more of a cartoony feel. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit. And let's make our jaw lead. For that, let's go into our y-axis and give this a little bit of an ease in. That should be good. Yep, much better. And let's take these. I do not want these to go back out. Yes. On the y-axis, let's put these a little bit up. We can see that was deforming a little bit too badly. Yep, and now we can see what our problem is on the z-axis. We can fix that. Take this one more. Okay.
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay, let's do this now. Give this a little bit of a ease out here, and give this a little bit of ease out again, and give this a little bit of an elasticity. Yeah, there you go.
Hello, 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 hello.
Much better. Let's go back into our perspective. Let's see.
Hello, 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 hello.
And now let's do our tongue. It's our last part that needs to be done. Take all of these. Okay. Let's take our z-axis that we animated. Very nice. And let's see what we can do. Here we can lift them all together. Here, this is pretty nice. We can bring them up a little bit. And here we can bring this down.
hello, hello, hello,
Yep, and take this one frame
hello,
back.
hello, 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 hello,
So
hello.
yeah, there's a few more things that I didn't do, the X and Y axes, rotation X and Y axis on this. But again, this is how you do a lip sync. Pretty simple.
Hello.
Again, lip syncs are the icing on the animation. This is again just the first pass. It's not a polished pass. We just tweaked some curves and everything. The timing on this can be a little bit more tighter, but yeah, this is what a lip sync will feel like on the first pass, and that's how you do a lip sync. So hopefully you liked it. Hopefully everything was clear. Please drop in the comments. Please write a comment on what else you want to see, what else you want to look at. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you again in the next video. Please like, share, and comment.